Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. I'm pleased to be joined now by Erie Commodores owner and former head coach, Mr. John Melody. John, thanks so much for joining us.
Not a bother. How you doing?
Doing well. And for you, what's it like now stepping away from the coaching aspect? What kind of went into that decision, and what are your thoughts on the team right now?
Well, it's delighted to be away from it at the moment. I mean, the coaches are doing an exceptional job, and the team's doing really, really well. So it's been an easier transition this time than the last time I tried this. So very, very happy with the way things are going. With 4 or 5 matches to go, it's we're in a good position and very much in charge of our own future.
Obviously, a great start to this season. Just what do you make of this group? What you've seen from the team, and what really stands out to you?
Yeah, in typical fashion, this is our 10th year doing this, and in typical fashion of any Erie team that's done well, it's very kind of hard-working, blue-collar, and we're extremely difficult to beat. We've scored a lot of goals late in games, so they kind of have this, never say die attitude, and it's wonderful, and it's good to watch. So I'm very pleased.
What went into the decision to make Dale White the head coach? How did that all come about earlier this offseason?
I tried this before a few years ago, and it didn't kind of work out the way I would have liked. So I had to go back coaching again last year for a while, and then it's a lot of work. It's it's a full-time job in the summer with everything else I got going on. So talking to Dale, and when he decided he wanted to do it, I was delighted, and he's proven so far so good. So very happy with it.
What do you make of his sideline demeanor as a coach, what he brings to the table on and off the field, and just, I guess, maybe the practices to the games, how it's kind of translated and transitioned so far?
Yeah, well, he's been, at Mercyhurst, and he's at Gannon now, and, so he has good experience. I mean, we're probably very, very different. He's a bit more kind of, how should I say this nicely? His demeanor is a little different to mine insofar as he's a bit more maybe in control and a bit more calculated, and he has done an exceptional job. He's got these guys going. He pretty much recruited the whole team himself, and Billy Colton did, and they've got these guys going, practicing hard, playing well, and anytime I talk to the players, they're really, really enjoying it and enjoy representing Erie.
We've seen Cam Philpott as one of the stars who's really shined so far this season. Who else do you think has really stood out and really taken over those leadership roles for this team?
Well, I mean, you have a couple of guys there. You have Ashley Phillips, you have Austin Solomon, that are kind of the backbone of the team. They've been around for a few years, so those guys' experience has really, really helped. And when the younger guys and new guys come in, they can kind of tell them what's expected from this club, and you can talk volumes about those guys and what they've done.
And then away from the NPSL, obviously the World Cup is going on right now. Right. The United States not a part of that, but what are your thoughts so far on the Cup? Some teams you've been impressed by, or maybe some teams that you might have some rooted invested interest in?
Well, I mean, Ireland aren't in it either, so there's no vested interest, so to speak. But there's so many good games, and there's been so much drama already. I think it's been the best start to the World Cup that I can remember. So from that point of view, it's been very, very positive. Great games again today. The Switzerland-Serbia game was superb, and it's hard to know. I mean, there's Argentina looked poor, France looked average, and Germany didn't have a good start. It's kind of maybe the teams that are a little further down the pecking order, the Mexicos and the Croatias of the world, look really, really good right now. So, I mean, there's a ton of parity in world soccer right now, so you just never know.
All right, thanks so much, John Melody, Erie Commodores owner. Thanks so much.
We'll
be right back on Friday Night Lights.